So hi everyone, it's day 5. For those of you that haven't seen the first video and aren't aware of what the hell I mean by day 5, basically I'm recording a video every single day in 2026 to track the progress of me scaling up my company, and basically just the entirety of my life and how I'm going about doing that, just to be able to track my progress for myself and also be able to hopefully inspire some other people watching to see what is possible and how that is the case. Because, I don't know, personally I was inspired by a lot of other people that I'm aware of or that I know who have had like a significant positive transformation in their life, and they also documented that and were able to show that. And you know, it's very hard when you're watching a video of somebody like in the present when they're in a really good position, and you're thinking, wow, the gap between where I'm at and where they are is so huge. But being able to go back on their channel like this, for example, like anybody will be able to in months and years to come, will show all the differences in who I am now. How obviously in the next 6 months I become maybe a lot more confident. I become in a much better position with my business. It grows a lot more. Potentially I don't have to have this part-time job anymore at Audi. So yeah, you're kind of watching my progression. So basically, let me sit down for a sec on the bed. Um, Basically, in the last 5 days, you will have seen that my wake up times have actually been getting consecutively like earlier. So day 3, I believe it was like the first, like 2 days ago was the first like 12-hour day that I had fully on the business. Like I woke up at 5, started working at 6, kind of stopped at 6 p.m. and then went to sleep at like 8 p.m. because I had a 5 a.m. shift the next day. So that was yesterday, where I woke up at 4 a.m. Today I have a 4 a.m. shift, which means it's currently 3:30, like exactly. Um, which is kind of like the point between, is 3:30 the morning or is it still night time? Because obviously the majority of my memories of 3:30 a.m. whenever I have been awake, which is obviously like rare, has been it still being the night rather than it being like the morning, like how I'm experiencing it now. So yeah, early shifts. This one's only like a fairly short one. It's 6 hours, so it's 4 till 10. And then obviously by 10 I would have done, you know, I guess traditionally almost a full day's work. And it kind of evens out. Like yesterday I did 7, today I did 6. But this week I'm doing quite a few. Like I have one today, I have one tomorrow, so that's another 6, which is 12. And then I have another couple at the weekend. I'm not completely sure of the timings, but I think I have like an 8 hour and a 10 hour. So I don't know. I haven't I haven't added it up, to be honest. It's going to be a very busy week, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, basically this is my update for this morning. I haven't got much to say because I'm very tired, and I've got to leave for work soon because I need to be there in about 25 minutes. So yeah, I'll leave you on that and I'll update you throughout my day. But I've got a busy day today because I'll come back from work, I'll continue working on the business. By 4 p.m. I would have had a 12-hour work day, and then at 5 p.m. my girlfriend's turning up, who is from, well, she's been staying at her house, which is in like East London, and then she's coming back up to uni, so she'll come to mine before it starts, and yeah, I'll see you later on. And bam, once again I'm back. It's about 10:30 now, so yeah, I did 6 hours, 4 till 10, and now I'm back. I'm just cooking up some. Well, I had like a bit of a banana and a yogurt while I was at work, like during my break, at about like 8:30, like 2 hours ago. But yeah, now I'm back. I'm going to eat some more because, yeah, I mean, I've already been up like 7 hours. And obviously, because it's like only like 10 o'clock, like a lot of other people are just starting their day or just getting into the work day since it's kind of like the first Monday back. So yeah, so it's now just before 2 p.m. Obviously, I've been working since 4 a.m. Came back, had a bit of lunch, or well, lunch. It was like 10 a.m. But I had had like another meal. Um, haven't really eaten since because obviously all my meal times were just a bit messed up. But yeah, I came back, ate some food, watched some crap on YouTube, and then just been getting back into it now and doing some of the courses and things like that. But I actually managed to book a meeting, an onboarding meeting with a new client basically. So yeah, it looks like we are going to have my first client of the month and my first client of the year. So hopefully this will be good and a good story. Basically, the way I got this client was that in December I ran some ads. Literally just before Christmas, I ran some ads, and the metrics and all the data that I got from those ads were like really positive. The ads themselves went really well. The amount the ads cost compared to the amount of meetings that I booked in was really positive. Just in terms of the quality of those leads and yeah, but just in terms of the quality of those leads and my sales ability, it wasn't as good as what like the kind of stats from the ads would have said, but the calls still went quite well. I had 3 people that were pretty down to go ahead. One of them, obviously, I'm having the onboarding meeting with her tomorrow to basically get started. Another one, we're kind of rescheduling to February because she said of some like personal reasons. And then somebody else has apparently had some like proper like family emergency, and she's going to be like out of the country for 3 months. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if you didn't want to do it and you didn't want to go ahead, you would just say that. But I don't know. Maybe some people do come up with these things because they just don't want to tell you. But yeah, I feel like from the stories that those 2 people said, and obviously one of them's rescheduled, the other one's saying that they're out of the country for 3 months. So they've both given me indications that obviously they want to speak to me again. So I could end up having all 3 of them as clients, and I booked in like 5 calls from 150 quid, so £30 a book call. And basically my offer at the minute that I'm like sticking to is going to basically be a 299 setup fee, so about 300 quid setup fee, and then I'm going to take 15% of all bookings. So I feel like that's good in terms of it. If I'm spending money on ads, the setup fee initially covers all that. It also obviously means that all the work that I do to get their campaign set up and all the systems in the back end on Go High Level, which is where I can create all their email and text campaigns for them, for all the leads that come through. I'm getting paid for that work to a small degree, and it just covers any costs with like the texts and stuff like that will get sent out to the leads. Plus obviously 15% of bookings. So yeah, overall in the first month that could add up to quite a good amount if I'm able to give them obviously good results. So yeah, really positive. Things are moving in the right direction. I guess in a way I just don't feel too positive about things at the minute because of the fact that I haven't really done any outreach, and it doesn't feel like the business is active because I'm doing so much like research and trying to like just change everything like about whether it's like to do with my mentality to make sure that I can basically do all the things that I need to do. From a mindset perspective on how to actually work 12-hour days, how to not get burnt out from that, how to just basically optimize everything. I'm obviously learning a lot of new stuff about business that obviously I never knew before because of obviously this course that I have. So there's all sorts going on. The good news as well is that in 2 days I'm going on a little trip, and I've just had the confirmation of all the timings for it. And obviously it just makes it feel a lot more real. Very excited about that. So yeah, there is a lot to look forward to. I just think that because my days recently have been so long in terms of I'm just getting used to the idea of waking up like ridiculously early at sometimes. Yeah, getting up, going to work at Audi, basically doing a full day's work there, then coming home and doing the real day's work, and it's just like, it doesn't, obviously that feels quite crazy still, and I'm getting more used to that, but at the end of the day it's what's required to get to where I want to be, because if you, I don't know the exact quote, but it's that idea of, if you want to do extraordinary things, if you want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to do something extraordinary, in terms of just in anything. If the amount of money I want to earn is out of the ordinary, then it's not unreasonable to suggest that I have to do things that are out of the ordinary to get there, i.e. I have to work harder, I have to learn like information that the majority of people wouldn't know about, to be able to use that as leverage to hike my income, basically. So yeah, as you can see, like lots of different things going on, but everything each day is moving in the right direction, and this is actually day 5 of this challenge, and I might have my first client of the month come tomorrow when I set up everything with her. So yeah, it's really positive, and yeah, there's that.